Thailand's response and Cambodia's stand, a reflection on regional dynamics. The recent statement from Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, commonly referred to as Anutin in some contexts, though note that Anutin Charnvirakul served previously, here it aligns with current leadership dynamics, has captured significant attention. Quote, "If anyone wins the prize, good for them, but it is not related to what Thailand will do." End quote. This remark, originally published by Channel News Asia, CNA, and quoted by Agence France Presse, AFP, appears to carry layers of subtext. Could it be an indirect nod to former U.S. President Donald Trump, whose potential return to power might influence global alliances? Or is it Anutin's diplomatic way of signaling to external powers, particularly the United States as the world's leading superpower, that Thailand intends to chart its own course independently? In essence, it feels like a subtle message: mind your own business, don't interfere. Alternatively, if engagement is unavoidable, it must occur on Thailand's terms. Through this lens, Anutin's words offer a window into how Thailand is strategically positioning itself amid shifting international pressures, especially concerning its relations with neighbors like Cambodia. But what about Cambodia? How should our nation navigate this complex landscape? As tensions simmer along the shared border, it's essential for Cambodians to consider our response thoughtfully, one that safeguards sovereignty while promoting regional stability. 1. The current situation. Unpacking the dynamic. The border dispute between Thailand and Cambodia continues to evolve, with recent developments underscoring the fragility of the status quo. Thailand, as the stronger regional player, seems to be employing a calculated strategy often dubbed the S3 method, a tactical framework that weaker nations must recognize to counter effectively. Let's break it down for clarity. S1. Start. This initial phase involves fabricating or amplifying a narrative to justify actions. Thailand initiates the cycle by stirring up claims or incidents that portray Cambodia in a negative light, setting the stage for escalation. S2. Stop. Once momentum builds, the focus shifts to halting any immediate resolution. Diplomatic channels are engaged just enough to prevent outright conflict or international intervention, buying time while maintaining pressure. S3. Stuck. The endgame is to freeze the situation in a limbo of unresolved tension. Cambodia finds itself trapped, unable to advance without concessions, while Thailand holds the advantage through superior resources. This approach exemplifies how dominant actors in asymmetric conflicts apply subtle coercion, start the provocation, block de-escalation, and ensure the opponent remains immobilized. It's a classic playbook for maintaining leverage without full-scale war. Yet hope lies in broader regional mechanisms. As ASEAN's rotating chair in 2025, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim could pivot to a more constructive start-stop-continue model. This would involve restarting dialogue with fresh energy, stopping inflammatory rhetoric through monitoring, and continuing sustained negotiations to avoid deadlock. Anwar's leadership might emphasize multilateral oversight, drawing in other ASEAN members to mediate fairly. For now, vigilance is key. Let's keep a close eye on how this unfolds, as small shifts could tip the balance toward peace. 2. Mounting pressure from Thailand. Thailand's recent actions have ratcheted up the strain on the border, particularly in contested areas like those near Preah Vihear Temple and surrounding provinces. On one front, Thai authorities have announced intentions to deploy military forces to remove Cambodian citizens from what they claim are disputed zones, territories that Cambodia firmly regards as its own sovereign land. Compounding this, Thailand has even floated plans for unilateral demining operations in these areas, a move that could be seen as an incursion under the guise of humanitarian aid. Cambodia's response has been resolute and principled. Officials from Bontae Menchi province, which borders Thailand, categorically rejected these overtures. They stressed that decisions on border security, including demining, fall exclusively under the purview of the Joint Border Committee, JBC, a bilateral body established to handle such issues collaboratively, as per international agreements. This firm stance not only protects Cambodian interests, but also reinforces the need for joint mechanisms, preventing Thailand from acting unilaterally and escalating risks to civilians on both sides. Adding nuance to the narrative, on October 9, 2025, the prominent Thai newspaper Khao Sod reported Prime Minister Anutin's clarification amid domestic backlash, quote, "Setting a deadline for expelling Cambodian citizens is not a policy of my government," end quote. "Today, our top priorities are the safety of the Thai people and the sovereignty and dignity of our country. That is the most important point." This walks back some aggressive posturing, but it still prioritizes Thai interests, leaving room for interpretation on how far Thailand might go to assert control. 3. Anutin's precarious position, a leader under fire. Prime Minister Anutin finds himself in a high-stakes balancing act, squeezed between external diplomacy and internal politics. Domestically, nationalist sentiments demand that Thailand not just prevail, but dominate in dealings with Cambodia, echoing a long-standing rivalry rooted in historical claims over border regions. By keeping the military in a forward posture while deferring to talks, Anutin maintains a show of strength, but this risks alienating moderates who fear prolonged instability. The calculus is brutal. Effective crisis management could solidify his legacy, but missteps, like perceived weakness toward Cambodia or overreach that invites ASEAN sanctions, could unravel his coalition government. With elections looming and public opinion volatile, his tenure hangs in the balance. This internal Thai drama indirectly affects Cambodia, as a destabilized Bangkok might double down on border hardball to rally support at home. 4. A call for reflection. Unity in uncertain times. Dear readers, fellow Cambodians, and all who follow these developments, I know the weight of this uncertainty feels all too familiar, evoking the shadows of past conflicts, even as outright war remains at bay. The constant hum of tension can be exhausting, stirring anxiety for families near the border and beyond. But in this moment, I urge you, stay engaged, observe the facts, reflect deeply, and remain ever watchful. Our national sovereignty isn't just a slogan, it's the bedrock of our identity, earned through generations of resilience. Whether you nod in agreement with every detail here or question certain angles, the heart of this analysis is to spark critical thinking. Draw from diverse sources, official statements, independent reports, and regional analyses to form a well-rounded view. Question narratives that serve agendas, and prioritize evidence over emotion. This isn't about division, it's about empowering ourselves to demand accountability from leaders on all sides. Remember, war is the ultimate loser's game. No victor emerges unscathed, with scars that linger for decades in economies, communities, and psyches. True strength lies in bolstering our military readiness, sharpening diplomatic tools, and fortifying economic independence, not to provoke, but to deter aggression. It means standing firm, refusing to yield an inch of what's rightfully ours, so that our children inherit a Cambodia whole and secure, free from the burdens of unresolved grudges. As we navigate this, one unified voice is our greatest asset. Solidarity isn't optional, it's the glue that binds us. More voices mean richer ideas, broader understanding, and innovative paths forward. But as the ancient Chinese strategist Zhuge Liang, Kong Ming, wisely counseled, those who think deeply may uncover countless paths, yet wisdom demands we select only the one leading to triumph. Whether in friendship or friction, peace or peril, unity is the unwavering key to unlocking a prosperous future for Cambodia. Let's think boldly, act wisely, and stand together. The road ahead is challenging, but with clarity and resolve, we can steer it toward harmony.